Howdy folks, welcome back to 50 Nautical Mile Arc. Today we have a subscriber request to fly from Norfolk, Virginia to Richmond, Virginia. So we're starting off at Kilo Oscar Romeo Foxtrot and going to fly to, where is it? Kilo Romeo Indigo Charlie. And we're going to do a lot of sightseeing on the way. I think it's like 62 nautical miles as the crow flies, 75 nautical miles as I planned it. But VFR flight, we will put the destination on the GPS just so we can use autopilot and get there while we sightsee, because sightseeing without autopilot is a disaster and not very smooth. Real-world weather is turned on. It's a clear day, sunny day. It's about 6 p.m. in the sim, and it's about 6 a.m. in real life. I'm doing another pre-work flight. Seems to be the only time I can fly these days, given my real-life busy schedule, but that's okay. This is my second attempt at this. My first attempt, we were almost there and the simulator crashed. I didn't even give an error message or crash message. It just went to desktop. CTD, crash to desktop. Don't know why. I have updated my X-Plane, and when I started it, it reminded me there's an update waiting, so I did do an update. I have to apologize. I did not look and see what version it is. I'll have to check later, and then I'll put in my description of what version it is. Otherwise, that's it. Super simple flight. It's going to take about 50 minutes, 47 minutes, I think, flight time, give or take, because he will deviate a little bit to sightsee. But I'm still in window mode. I haven't had a chance to research any fixes for my NVIDIA graphics issues I was having in full screen mode. Check the previous video for an 8-minute explanation about that. I'm not going to repeat myself. But anyway, we're going to stop circling now and hop right inside. So the first thing we need to do is shut the door. And I already reset my rudder pedals, so that'll take care of that. So pulling up the checklist. Close doors, confirm parking brake has been set. Where is it? There it is. Moving around in my chair because I adjusted my desk a little bit. I'm still trying to get comfortable. Reset controls. There we go. Reset rudder already did. Get our friend Austin up on the dash. Hey there, Austin. How are you doing? Wherever you are, there you are. Austin already bouncing around, excited to go. Weight and fuel. Let's see, where's it in window mode? There it is. Weight and fuel. Hour 45 should be more than enough. Nope, we're a little behind. 4. I set it to 2 minutes to 6. So I set it to 17:58 and it jumped back. I don't know what's going on. Something crazy is going on. Then in that previous video too, I think. Fuel selector to both, but I think that is already there. Yeah, when you start the sim. Fuel shut off close, it already is when you start the sim. So here we go. Get serious. Alternator, battery, strobe, and beacon. Turn on now. Fuel pump on. Mixture rich. Throttle quarter way. Confirm the avionics are off, and they are. And start this thing up. There we go. Simple as that. Good. Hit my Y key to sync the gyro. That is something I mapped myself. If you don't know what I'm talking about, let me know. I did talk about it in a video, but it was like over a year ago, I think, about that gyro thing. Alright, so now we'll come down here and we will lean our mixture. There we go. Avionics can come on now, just like that. Flight plan in the GPS. Again, no flight plan. We're just going to put in our direct route, delete flight plan from another flight. I don't even know when that was. So let's go to Kilo, what did I say it was? Kilo Romeo Indigo Charlie for Richmond. There we go. And we're going to go direct. And we will couple this to GPS. And then we'll just use the nav. It's not going to give me a line, is it? Oh yeah, it is. It's just going behind us. But you can't see it. Okay. Turn all the stuff on. That already is. There we go. Radios, don't need to worry about them. Altimeter barometer, yes, because we have real world weather. What is the weather today in Norfolk, Virginia? It says what? 250 at 7. Altimeter 29er 85. 29er 86. Let's back it up one. 29er 85. Maybe it's right there. 242. Yeah, let's call it. No, I can't really see without getting totally crazy zoomed in. Oh, see, that's what I did not want to do. 2, 4, 5. There. Good. 250. Take away the 0. 25. We have a runway 23, so that's what we'll use, which is way out here. So I think what we'll do is we'll just clear ourselves for midfield takeoff right about there. Yeah. So we'll just taxi to the left, do midfield takeoff. Runway 23, piece of cake. There we go. What else is there to do? Taxi lights can come on. Where are you? You're right there. Flaps down 1 notch. Confirm mixture is lean. And begin our taxi. Simple as that. Let's hop outside our taxi view, move our mouse out of the way. And feet on the nice rudder pedals. Let me move them over a little bit. There we go. Release the parking brake. And go away. Well, let's avoid parked aircraft here. Whoa. I'm used to getting the beaver going. This is a lot different. Alrighty, so let's see. We're going to taxi across this runway, whatever that's going to be. And then I think it was taxiway golf, if I remember from my flight that crashed. So let's see here. Runway 32, we don't need that one. We're going to skip across that. Yep, taxiway golf. Alright, so we're going to take taxiway golf to runway 23 midfield, and we'll do a midfield takeoff. I'll see you there. Alright, we're coming up on a runway, and I was going so fast that the wind was starting to carry us away, because, you know, even if you have a 1-knot wind in X-plane, it's like a hurricane. So let's slow down a little bit. Start tapping those brakes, because they're pretty strong. Slowing down, runway 23. Coming up here, let's try to recenter. I was so proud of myself, too. I was on that line the entire time. I started until they cut back. And then we were all crazy because of the wind. Alright, set the parking brake. Here we go. Landing lights can come on. Taxi lights can come off. Nav lights come on. Trim is fine. Flaps are fine. Fuel pump is on. Pitot heat on. Heading bug to runway heading, which is the other way. Other way. I guess you only want to go that way. Fine. You can go that way then. 21, 2, and almost 3. Oh, no, this way. 23. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Heading bug. Start the clock. Oh, there's a clock in this. There we go. We will wait until we get lined up. So let's pop up here. Parking brake off again. And roll out to the runway. Come on. Actually, we're just going to roll. So let's just start the timer now. And get mixture rich. And get rolling. Rotate at 55. Whoa, not roll that much. No, no, no. Careful. We still have to go on the runway before we gun it too much. Alright. And I have a little bug that just flew across my monitor and actually looked like a bird in game. That's funny. Alright, here we go. There we go. Here we go. Alright, and there's 40. And I thought my thing was going to stall again. 55. It should pick up pretty much on its own. There we go. Step on the brakes to stop the wheels. And there's some lens flare because I forgot to do my settings after updating SkyMaxx Pro. Alright, flaps gonna come in. There you go. Best climb between, what does it say? 67 to 74, depending on who you talk to. We'll turn fuel pump off in a minute. In the meantime, let's manually head over to our GPS track. And then we'll have autopilot take over so we can sightsee. And then we'll have a good look at Norfolk. Alright, so here we go. Let's engage autopilot. And all we have to do is hit nav. And it's going to follow that track. And then we just want to keep our pitch at a good climb here. There we go. Actually, you know what we can do? We can probably use autopilot for, whoops, autopilot for climb, can't we? Can we do vertical speed, like 800 feet per minute? Right? Can we do that? Can we do vertical speed based on speed? So we can dial in 74. I don't think so. We'll just do 800 feet per minute. Actually, we can do more than that because that gives us 80. So let's do 900 feet per minute. Let's see what that gets us. Oh, we can go better than that. Maybe that's why I said 13, because that was optimal. Okay, we're back to the default 13, and we're getting about 79 knots, 78, 77, 76. I'm going to keep an eye on that, make sure we don't stall. But otherwise, I think we can turn the fuel pump off now. Well, wrong one, because another airplane, that's that. That can go off. And landing lights can go off. Alright, so there's our 68. No, we're going to stall. Let's bring this down. Let's bring this down to 900. There. There we go. Following our GPS track? No, we're not. What in the world? Or is it just... What? Why are we following GPS? We have GPS coupled. GPS is over there. Nav should say GPS. I don't know. Let's use heading bug. So let's take our heading bug. Why does it always go opposite? Come here, let's grab you and go this way. Let's go this way. Yeah, it's going nuts. And let's do heading. Please turn to follow my heading bug. Thank you. What is going on with this autopilot? Alright, now, for some reason, our autopilot just shut off. Look at it. It just shut off and we pitched straight up. It did not hold our vertical speed at all. So we're going to regroup here. What altitude do we want? That's when we'll set autopilot. Forget that vertical speed stuff. I also want to sightsee, and we're getting far away from Norfolk here before we had a chance to sightsee, so I don't like that too much. Like I said, I just updated X-Plane, so if there's an issue with the Cessna, I don't know about it yet. So anyway, what are we at? We're at 37. Let's... Come here. Let's use heading bug. And we'll set altitude hold at 4 grand. Let's just do that, and then we'll sightsee, because right now we're missing all the scenery, and that was kind of the point of this. So, let's do alt first, and we'll do heading. I don't know why GPS wasn't tracking correctly. I've done this hundreds of times. I guess I could have missed something, but I don't think so. There's alt. Whoops, I hit nav instead. Dang it. Do heading and alt. Good grief. Oh, that was not fun. That was terrible. Alrighty. We'll hold alt to whatever it held at. Like 40, 100 feet, I guess. Okay. Nope, it's not holding my altitude. Now it is. It's hunting a lot. Wow. Okay. You just follow me the heading bug. So we will follow the heading bug until we get closer to our track, and then we'll use the heading bug to follow the GPS, and we will use altitude hold to hold us at 4,090 feet. Good grief. Anyway, cruise checklist. RPMs 22 to 2,700 depending on altitude. Well, we're pretty much pigged as it is, so we'll just leave it like that. 6 minutes lapse time. We're about ready to intercept our GPS track, so let's see if I can get this to go the right direction. There we go. What is that? About 312 degrees or so. So let's set this to there and see if we line up with our GPS. I think we're going to be close enough. I think so. We'll just keep an eye on that and make adjustments as needed. Okay, way too much drama for a Cessna. I don't quite get it. Now, I would understand if the autopilot turned off when we were stalling, but we weren't. We were at like 59 knots. And it turned off on me. And then it pitched straight up and stalled. So I have no idea what that was all about. But anyway, I'm not going to worry about it. We are now on a safe course. I got to figure out why my oven timer turned off. Perhaps one of my kids started cooking breakfast too early. I'll be right back, and then we'll do some sightseeing. Hey Austin, how you doing? Enjoying yourself? I certainly am. I hope all our viewers are too. What do you think? Alright, so I got the autopilot to follow GPS. I just had to do CDI to GPS on both autopilot or both GPS units. And now it's following. So far so good. 13 minutes out or so it says. So our thing is right there. So let's get ready for the approach. Even though it's a Cessna, we don't need that long of an approach. But let's get ready for it anyway. First of all, let's set the heading bug in case something gets screwed up. Wait, what? Why the following heading? Do you see that? It shouldn't touch the heading bug like that. It should stay on GPS. That was weird. That was really weird. Okay, anyway. What do you need for approach? Weather. Let's get the weather. And we'll call up our map to do that on our laps here. Kilo Romeo Indigo Charlie. Yeah, okay. And what's the weather like? It says 2983, so let's bump this up one because we were, no, what were we at? Hang on, let's see. 2908, 245. So let's go back to, there we go. 2983. And wind 259 knots, so 250, 25. What do we have? We have a runway 25. So that's probably going to be this runway, right? This is going to be like 19. Give or take. This is going to be like 30. What do we have here? We have a 16, so that's that one. Then we have 34, that's that one. The 20, huh. 20 would be 200 degrees. What would that be? 200? No, this would be 16. That would be 20. Okay. We want runway 25, which we have, so this would be 25 right there. Yeah, so that'd be 16. This would be 20. That'd be 34, whatever it said. Okay, so runway 25 right there. So I think we can do this visually. The airport should be gigantic enough that we can just fly out to the east here. Yeah, and get a visual landing and land. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. In fact, can we see the airport from here 24 miles out? I don't think so. Nope, I don't see anything. But as soon as we do, we'll veer to the right. Keep it in sight. Okay. So that's all we need. I guess we can get airport elevation. I was assuming close to sea level, but I shouldn't assume. Airport elevation is 166 feet. Close enough. 23-minute flight time. I apologize that we missed a lot of the Norfolk scenery detail because of the drama we had departing the area. Hopefully we can make up for it with some Richmond scenery detail, depending on where the airport is in relation to the city. I'm actually not sure. But it certainly looks like a foresty area out this far between cities, and I assume it's absolutely gorgeous to drive on that highway down there in real life. There's probably a lot of backpacking and things you can do. Camping even in these forests. And there's the ocean, of course, which we had a good view of before. Now it's kind of going far away, but just pull up a map if you want to see where we are and get more detail. But otherwise, a little bit more sightseeing. Oh yeah, I was going to mention too, I thought it was really awesome watching that road turn into a tunnel back there in the big water. And then there's a bridge across the other part. So that was kind of cool. Otherwise, I think we're going to go back to a little bit more sightseeing. We got 20 miles left. I'll kick in with you when it's like 10 or 8 miles. And we'll come down. We have almost 4,000 feet to come down. 3,800 feet or so. So we have a ways. We'll do descent with autopilot. Why not? Let's see if it works for us. And I'll be back in a moment. Alright, Austin, I've spotted the airport. How about you? If you look at this light green patch, there's our airport. Our runway is this runway right here. The closest one to the edge of the boundary, I believe, if we check our map. Yep. So I think it's time to veer to the right a little bit, because we we're going to end up parallel to the runway as we veer to the right. So we kind of have to make a U-turn because we're still lined up. So let's come down here. Let's hit heading. And let's go this way a little bit. So we know the runway is 23. So we don't want to go that much quite yet. We want to be a little bit closer so we can do a downwind leg. We're basically going to end up doing a left traffic pattern, I think. Well, we kind of turned more than I thought we would. So now we're pretty much parallel to the runway. Runway 23 opposite would be going this direction. So we're about 40 degrees off or so. That's 300, yeah, 30 degrees off. 40 degrees off. Why do I doubt myself? That's right, 40 degrees off. So we'll come in towards the runway, get closer, but we're still kind of parallel. We'll make a left close traffic. You'll see. You'll see how it's done. We've been flying for half an hour. I think I estimated 47 minutes just from experience. And we're going to be pretty darn close to that. Not including rollout and all that. So touchdown time should be pretty close to 47 minutes, just like I predicted. And that's pretty crazy, huh? Otherwise, I think we're going to start coming down. We have to come down to what did I say it was going to be? Roughly 200 feet. So we got to come down about 4,000 or 3,800 feet. So that would be 3 minutes at 1,000 feet per minute. So let's do vertical speed minus 1,000 feet per minute. If we are coming down too quickly, we can bring back throttles and buy ourselves some time. Or if we're not coming down quickly enough, we can bring throttles back and buy ourselves some time. If we're doing too quickly, we just have to up our descent rate. So I'm going to let us overspeed a little bit. Maybe not, because we're past the red on the RPM. That's not overspeed. Let's just bring back throttles ever so slightly until we get out of that green, or out of the yellow here. There we go. Now we're coming out of the yellow. And yellow on the speed. Now we're within the green on the RPM, so we'll keep it like that. And how are we doing over here? Keep an eye on that airport. I think we might actually just come in a little closer because we don't know the area. See, that's the thing. If you knew the area, a VFR flight isn't a big deal. If you don't know the area, you have to have the VFR map on your lap or on your tablet, but it doesn't have that kind of detail here, obviously. So we're at the mercy of the in-game map. And yeah, so we flew past it a little bit, which is totally okay. Good. So we have to keep an eye on our runway. So right now, this runway here that we're looking at is this long one. We don't want that one. We want the little tiny one, which might be kind of hard to spot among the other runways and not knowing the area. So we're going to keep this thing zoomed in pretty good, I think. And as soon as we get close to it, we're going to move to the left very quickly. If I have to take over and descend and nosedive, I will. See, yeah, it's going to be really hard to spot that runway from here. Oh my. Yeah, we're coming up on it pretty good here. Man, it is tough not knowing the area. But if you want to do any sightseeing, this is it. Looks like we're not going to get a big view of Richmond itself because Richmond must be away from the city. We're approaching from the south. So Richmond is either over there. No, that's airport. Oh, this airport. Richmond. I don't know where Richmond is. I think it's north of the city. I'm not sure. I did check a map, but I already forgot. Alright. It says it's time to turn left. Do we see a runway? I don't know. I think we're going to just kill autopilot. And how do we kill autopilot? I guess you don't. You just go like this. Turn everything off. How do you turn everything off? Where's my autopilot kill switch? Help. Where's my autopilot kill switch? Should I just trim? There we go. I just bumped the trim and that killed it for me. Okay. Let's go in because we missed our exit. We're going to figure this out. So what are we at? We're at 1,400. So our descent was actually pretty good. Nicely calculated. And now we're looking for a little tiny runway. I think I see it. Right behind that blue lens flare. Right behind Austin's head. I think that's it. Let's slow down our horizontal speed. Keep our vertical speed. And yeah, I think that's it. Gosh, I don't know. We might end up landing on the wrong runway. Ending on a different runway? Who knows? We really want 23. We can always set the heading bug to 23 to get an idea of what the runway heading... Oh! No, I'm looking at the wrong runway. See, I set the heading bug and now I know which runway is ours. I should have done that before. I was going to land on, well, it was probably runway 200. We don't want that. Mixture is full rich, by the way. Oh yeah, we got to put fuel pump on. What's my landing checklist? Too busy looking. Fuel pump, flaps, approach, land 3. Okay, let's just do fuel pump. Can I get to it from here? There we go. I think that's fuel pump. Landing lights. We can get that from here. We can. There we go. Runway 23 is a little dogleg to the left, I think. We're looking for about 200 feet above sea level. So we got to come down 1,000 feet. So let's slow this bird down. I hate calling airplanes birds. Why did I just do that? Alright, looks like the density of the city is picking up here. If you know where to look, there you go. Looks like a freeway interchange. But you know what happens when we sightsee? We don't do a very good landing. So let's not sightsee right now. Let's just concentrate on landing this thing. Alright. Pitch to control speed. Throttles to control descent rate. Throttles are pretty much back right now, in case you're curious. Okay, we've got not Pappy, but the other one. Why am I drawing a blank on the other one? Anyway, we want red and yellow, not all white. Red and white, not all white. Oh my gosh. First set of flaps. Alright, we're lined up. And we're too high. Our speed is okay. Let's not slow down too much. Pitch down to get our speed, but throttle so we don't descend too much here. We don't know the area. We don't know the runway, so we don't really want to run long. Although I'm sure it's plenty long enough. Second set of flaps. We're going to keep it at 2 sets. It's floating. Let's not do that. Aim for those numbers. Some more throttle so we don't descend too much. There we go. Alright, perfect. We're finally on the glide slope. Short final. Ready on the rudders. There's pretty much not going to be crosswind. Maybe a little crosswind from the right, but I don't even notice it. Runway 25, that's what I meant. Wow, that's why I was so screwed up. Okay, here we go. Just let her flare a little. Let her ride itself out. No hurry to get down. Let it settle there, ready to go. We're down. Keep that nose wheel up. Let it land itself. Let the nose wheel land itself. There you go. We're going to stay all the way back on the yoke. A little bit of rudder. There you go. Flaps can come in now. And lightly on the brakes, we can make this turn off. My yoke is still all the way back, by the way. Now I'm releasing pressure on the yoke. There we go. I really should get a cam on my yoke, shouldn't I? Because that was textbook. Except that I had the runway 23 in my head, but it said 25. All right, let's stop right here a second. Easy on the brakes. Set the parking brake. Flight time 37 minutes. I was off by 10 because I didn't think we were going to come in so quickly. I thought we were going to have to go around, but we didn't. So let's see here. Stop the clock. We did. Landing lights off. Taxi lights on. Nav lights off. Mixture lean. Pitot heat off. Fuel pump off. Confirm flaps up, which they already are. Okay. Let's see. Let's pull up a map. And where are we going to taxi to? No idea. Let's hop outside and see where we're going to taxi to. Because I don't know where we're going to go. Let's see. What do we got? Normally we would have tower tell us where to go. We don't have a tower. So we're just going to figure this out on our own. That looks too busy. Let's go. Let's go behind us. I see some cute little hangars. Do they actually exist? Yes, they do. We're going to go down here. Okay. So let's hop back in. No, let's do taxi view. Parking brake off. Let's do, oh, get that mouse out of the way. Let's do a 0-point turn here, I call it, because it should be right on the nose wheel. There we go. Excellent. Okay. And we're off. Alrighty, we're going to taxi down. It's going to be like a mile, so I'll catch you when we get up to those hangars. Well, it looks like we're coming up on some rescue helicopter operation here. But I see hangars, so we're still going to go this way. I've been watching all these trains. There's one that went off to the right. Commuter train that just despawned in front of us. Now we have this cargo train. I'm wondering if this cargo is going to... Another cargo train behind it. A lot of railroad activity here. I guess when you have your details cranked to max, you get a lot of traffic too. I love looking at those trucks crossing that bridge off to the distance that just now went off screen. Oh, yep. Despawn right there. Must be the end of the line. Alright, looks like it's getting to be early evening. Sun is going to be coming down soon. Let's pull up to this hangar here. I guess enjoy the lens flare while it's there. I'm going to be getting rid of it. Right after this video, I'm going to go through my SkyMaxx Pro settings now that's been updated. Let's just go here. And fortunately, my simulator did not crash this time because you're watching this video. So I also did break up the recording in case of a crash. I could just take over where I left off. I didn't have to worry about redoing it again. Alright, here we go. Let's just stop pretty close to here. There we go. We don't have a flag person, but what do you think, Austin? You have a better view than I do. Should we stop right here? There we go. Let's stop there. Set the parking brake. And shut down checklist is taxi lights off, avionics off. I think there's more over. That one turns off on its own. Okay. Fuel cut off. Strobe and beacon can come off. Magneto's off. And what else? Battery and alt off. And open the doors. Alright, it was just us today. We didn't even have a passenger. So let's hop outside and have a look. Deep breath. We had some Cessna drama. Sometimes I swear I'm a lot less smooth in the small planes than when I'm flying the big planes. I don't know why. Maybe I don't have my mindset or something. I'm like, it's just a Cessna. Well, it's just Cessna 727 Eclipse Twin Otter, doesn't matter. It's you gotta be careful. I try to make it realistically as possible, as realistic as possible, but obviously I have my flaws. But again, the point of this channel, can you tell it's early morning? The point of this channel is I'm just learning to sim with all of you. I'm not an expert. I'm just a regular person trying to learn how to fly, just experiencing it with you all. And taking your advice. So if you have any advice, let me know. As long as it's positive advice. If it's crappy advice, I ignore it, so don't waste your time. But if you have any positive advice, let me know. If you have any subscriber requests, like this subscriber request, let me know as well. I bump it up in my to-do list as soon as I get one. And I enjoyed the flight. Hopefully you enjoyed the flight. If you're a regular subscriber, thank you for your continuing support. If you found me by accident, please like, please subscribe. Please share with your friends. Check out my other gaming channel in the link below. I'm playing a game called Eastshade. I also do Minecraft, which won't interest most of you, but Eastshade might interest a lot of you. Ultra chill gameplay. Not a walkthrough, but gameplay. Check that out. Links in the description below under the gaming channel. Check out my piano channel. I just recorded like 30 new pieces after getting my piano tuned, and there'll be more to come. Otherwise, hopefully you enjoy the flight. I certainly did, and I'll catch you on the next one.